Okay, so Dre-sticks is a music artist and a record producer and a music businessman in general. So music is what I do, music is what I do for a living. Yeah, my life is almost all about music. Yeah. I started music as a little drummer boy in church. Growing up, I was about age 11 and, I used to play the drum. I didn't even know where the journey was headed, but I just loved music. Then I evolved into playing other instruments, church thing, it really helped me. Then I joined the choir, I was singing and all of that. I did all of that and that was like a grooming ground for me. Then as a teenager, I listened to a lot of music, you understand, from different genre of music, you understand. My listening spectrum is not, I don't segregate when it comes to music. I listen to any kind of music, you understand. Hip hop, rap, juju, akbala, fuji, jazz, high life, anything, you understand? So I was exposed to all of these sounds and all of these things contributed to my wealth of knowledge in music today. Venturing into production was actually seamless for me because I could not have missed it. Because one thing I tell people is I'm a musician. I'm also an artist, you understand? There's a difference between being a musician and being an artist, you understand? So a musician can be an artist, but not every artist is a musician, you understand? So looking at my trajectory, I started as a musician, you understand? I did all the basic things I needed to do. And so I already knew I could not avoid being a producer because I had everything I needed to have. I just needed to lay my hands on the software. So when I got into university, my production career started properly, officially. So I got introduced to softwares and all that. Like I always tell people, do what you love. Music is what I love so much. I did music when I was not being paid for music. When it was just for the love, for the passion, for free, I did, you understand? I just loved to do music. So now that we are being paid, being appreciated too, so it's one thing I love. So because I love what I do, I love music. So yeah. Creativity in music can be so crazy. It can come in, inspiration can come in any form. It can be in the bathroom and you just hear a melody. It can be in the studio. It can be in your dream. I've received songs in my dream, like I just hear a melody like, eh. But a lot of times when that thing happens, we are too lazy, you just want to sleep. By the time you wake up, you have forgotten. You understand? If you can manage to just get up and struggle and put down that idea, that idea is, massive. So for me, there's no formula. One thing is, once I get into the studio, if I have an original idea, even if I don't have an idea, once I strike the keys, it will always flow, it will always flow. So, but one thing is, I don't deceive myself in my music. Before I could select the 10 tracks on my album, I selected the 10 tracks from many other tracks, you understand? So, my own yardstick is, the music has to be me debe. Personally, I won't deceive myself. So while creating, sometimes when I'm making my music, sometimes I cry, sometimes I get so emotional because of my kind of music. Once I do something like, it will just hit me. I know, oh yes, this is it. You understand? So I always know when it comes correct. And that's why when you listen to my album, there are no skips on the album. You are going to listen from track 1 to track 10. You won't say, okay, there are no album fillers. You will listen, it's just very seamless and good music. Yeah, good music. So that's it for me. Musicians have more longevity. Artists, some people, you just imagine a song comes, three months, the song is gone. That thing is, and it's very rampant in the music we do today. Our music don't have longevity anymore. So as a producer, I always encourage artists that come to my studio, like, as much as you are making commercial music, as much as you are making fast music, trendy music, also try to think about your future, because this is your legacy you're creating. You can't come back in 10, 20 years time and your music can't be listened to. It doesn't make sense. So as much as we can as music creatives, we should try to do the kind of music that, at least classics, that will outlive us, you understand? So that's how I see it. So if I listen to your music and it's just so shallow, maybe you're an artist. But when there is something that can, you know, transcend, that can really go far, then I can consider you as a musician. That's how I see it personally. It's not until you can sing, run all the skills, before you can call you an artist or a musician, you understand? Some people are entertainers. You don't need to have a fantastic voice to be able to entertain people with your brand, with your sound, you understand? So that's why I said, I don't segregate. As long as I like it, it comes correct. Well, this subject matter is it has a lot of sides, you understand? It has a lot of sides. Now, some people, like I said, some people do music for the passion they have for the music. Some people do music because they say, okay, people are making money from music, people are becoming superstars, they want to wear the bling bling, the jewelry and all of that, you understand? So some people get into music and maybe there is another avenue that opens door for them and they start making money elsewhere. You realize the passion for music just goes down. Someone like me, even if I make $1 billion anywhere else, I cannot live without making music. Music is almost like the water and blood in my body, you understand? So for some people, they venture into something else and the flair is not there anymore. That's why some people, they got into the industry, they did well, but when at some point they got distracted, the flair is not really there anymore. So they want to okay, let's just do music. The sound is not really there anymore, you understand? But if it's something you're really passionate about, you will never leave it at any point, you understand? So that's how I say it. So anybody trying to come back, as long as they sound, see this matter I got hand today, you understand? So some artists will come, some artists may not be able to come back. That's the truth, that's reality. Some artists will go and still come back and still get bigger, you understand? Some artists, they just do one hit and that's it. And some artists will reign for decades, you know? So everybody with your own destiny, basically. First of all, we need to understand the fact that you can be a musician and you're doing well for yourself. Your music, you're still selling your music. You may not necessarily be the sensation of the moment. We have sensation of the moment, like the hot artists, you understand? It doesn't mean the people who are not the sensation of the moment, it doesn't mean they are not doing well, you understand? A lot of all these guys you mentioned, they are still doing shows, they are still making money, they're still fine, they're still, some of them are still touring the world, you know? So, and the reality is some of these people, not all of them not all of them will be able to evolve into what it is. In fact, some of them, their sound may not even be able to, they have to just do it the way they have been doing it. Some of them, you just have to leave them, let them do their thing, you understand? The idea of trying to evolve their sound, it may not really work. Their sound is what their sound is. So some of them, we just need to respect what they are doing and just leave them. They have attained that legendary status, just leave them, they are fine, you understand? So this subject matter is something also personal to me because I double as an artist and a record producer. So it has advantages and disadvantages, you understand? Now, what are the advantages? For me, I would say the advantage of being an artist and equally being a producer, for me, I feel it outweighs the disadvantages. Now, let's get very real right now. Music business is not cheap anymore. Being an artist, music is expensive. If you want to do, I'm a producer, I know how much I charge for my production, you understand? It's not cheap. As long as you want your sound to come correct, You know the people you are contending with your sound. As an upcoming artist, your sound is contending with the likes of the Burna Boys, the videos, the Whiskey. So if you cannot go above that standard, you just have to match up with them. So first of all, your sound has to come correct. So now, as an artist, upcoming artist, you want to do music, you are passionate about music, you don't have a sponsor. Only a few lucky people get to have sponsors and all that. You don't have a sponsor. How do you want to do it? A lot of people get frustrated at the end of the day. So, for someone like me, what helped me? My music saved me at the end of the day. Music is what saved me at the end of the day, in the sense that my ability as a musician. So I have to empower myself, work on my skills, my production skills. I'm also into mixing and mastering. I mix a lot of songs that people hear on the radio. That's one thing I do on the side. People don't even know. You understand? So people know anyway. But what has helped me? So as an artist, as a producer, I was able to go into production, and production was like my survival before the music, being an artist, started paying. You understand? I have my music on streaming platforms, you know. I make my money from there too. So, but if there is no other survivor, music is a very selfish game. It's a very selfish business. You have to decide. One leg in, one leg out. Or more. So you have to give it your everything. So giving it your everything, how do you want to survive? So it's really crazy. I want to say a prayer for a lot of upcoming artists out there. A lot of people are frustrated already because they really want to do this thing and it's just so difficult. A lot of people are doing what they don't even love to do. They have quit the music and they've gone to get a 9-to-5 employment, you understand, just to survive. It's not easy. It's not easy. So, and there's nothing in this life like doing what you really love to do. Me, I always tell people life is short. Whatever Jonn is getting today, he deserves it. Whatever Pheelz is getting today, he deserves it. It's all about, I've said it, it's all about how bad you want it. You understand? You want to, these guys have done, their catalog is very nice and they have done well for themselves. So at some point they decided like, okay, I want to evolve. You go all the way for it and you leave the rest for God to just say, okay, this thing, I agree for you. You understand? So it's all about your determination, like you have to be very intentional. Yeah. I want to do this. You can do it now. I don't have a particular favorite amongst all the refixes I've done, you understand? But I know all of them went viral. And the good thing is, there is nobody, there is no refix, there is no material that I touch, by God's grace that I touch, that the lives of the persons who own the material ever remain the same. You understand? There's always something, there's always a blessing that comes with it. People start, blessing whoever the person is. People start, giving them favors, donating money for them, you understand? This has also happened over and over again. So this is, I'm glad that I'm a vessel. I'm a vessel. Not donating people to me or donating people, not donating money to me or donating to them directly. I put out an album recently. The title of the album is One of a Kind, and it's really, the album is actually really one of a kind because this album is very special to me and I took my time to make the album. And one thing about my music is different. My music is unique. I can say it boldly, I can say it, I'm very confident of what I'm saying. So it's not something everybody will hear every day, you understand? So there is a lot of uniqueness with my music and my sound, and so everything you hear in my music is very intentional. All of the indigenous sounds and all of the African sounds and the originality, these are the things I intend to take to the global music market, you understand? If you hear that I win a Grammy tomorrow, I win any big award tomorrow, it is with this same sound Dre-sticks is doing. It's not going to change. So that's what it is. The economy is something that's affected everybody. Nigeria, the old dollar thing, and we are just all trying to adapt. Some of your clients, some people will understand, some people will not understand. You understand? So we just have to face the reality. Prices have to go up. You understand? Everything has gone up. Rich, ordinary egg, self, you know how much they sell. You understand? So prices of everything have gone up. So I better go. Government, when I do well, we want Nigeria to. What do I want to say that has not been said before, Seth? Should I pray? I won't pray that we have not prayed before. There's nothing I want to say right now. So I'm just here hoping things get better in my motherland because I love Nigeria very much. And more importantly, looking after my life and my destiny. I can't dictate for anybody, you know. I can't because sometimes too, for one reason or the other, I've charged in dollars too. For one, you know, for one reason or the other, for one very genuine reason, you understand? So I can't dictate for anybody. I can't challenge anybody why you're charging in dollars while you're in Nigeria, you understand? So everybody knows what works for them. I charge in Naira and I charge in dollar if I have to charge in dollar. Yeah, so I've worked with a lot of people in the industry. I've worked with a lot of people. I can't mention names now, but I've worked with a lot of people and yeah, I have a good relationship with them. Recently, I worked with King Wasa in his latest single, Ijebu. I produced the song alongside Bankole, you understand? So, and I've worked with many other legendary people too, you understand? So, and there's still so much in the kitchen. Upcoming music creatives, upcoming artists, upcoming producers. First of all, be sure you are passionate enough about this thing. Don't go into music because you want to be a superstar, you want to be a celebrity. If you know happen, go into it because you love to do it, because there will be hard days. Your passion is what will sustain you. You know, if you're not passionate about it, you deviate. That's what happens a lot of times. You understand? So first of all, for the passion. Secondly, master your craft. Put all of your energy and resources and time in investing, fine-tuning as an artist, fine-tuning your sound, as a producer, fine-tuning your sound, you understand? Just work on yourself, get better, you understand? Grind, stay focused, be consistent, you understand? Somehow, someday, you will get hurt. There's no formula to it actually, but just stay focused, stay consistent, and make the best use of the internet. Make a lot of, because that's the only free thing you have. Make the best use of the internet. That's where people will see you. If you like, go and be trolling celebrities on the internet. Instead of you getting creative and seeing how you can, you know, get better and get heard with something positive you're doing. So it's all about choices. Àwa dúpẹ́ oore àná, a tún dúpẹ́ oore òní. Jọ̀wọ́ dá wa lóhùn tọ́lá, má jẹ́ a rógun ìbànújẹ́. Hi guys, your boy, artist, producer, Dre-sticks, Failure of Africa. I just put out my new album, One of a Kind, and the album is available on all music streaming platforms. Also, please follow me on all my social media platforms, Dre-sticks09, on every social media platform. Just type Dre-sticks. I'll not be newcomer now. Once you type Dre, you will find me. It will pop up. So, thank you so much. God bless you. Keep watching HIPTV.